Hi, everybody. Thanks for dialing in. My name's Amanda Bruton. I am the owner of Medicare Answers Now, and today's webinar is about what to expect at the 2025 Medicarians Conference, which is coming up May 31st to April 2nd. We have over 4,000 people attending this. It has been at capacity for a hot minute, which is always so exciting because last year we had 3,000 people, and we blew the doors off of it last year. And then we decided, well, why not add 1,000 more? This is where you want to be. It is where all the movers and the shakers are. And I am for the second year in a row, I am the creative director for the Agent Symposium, partner, hostess with the mostest when it comes to the agent content that you guys have. Jay and Sonia from Connective have been absolutely wonderful partners. They are the actual owners of the conference. And then we crossed paths a little over 2 years ago now, where we had a mutual mission. And um, my philosophy has always been free content, which all of you know. And theirs, with them bringing back the Agent Symposium, that was one of those where it just made sense for us to collaborate, and that collaboration has been amazing. It has fostered some really, really cool, top-notch content for you guys. And I am blessed to be a part of it. But in my style, I have to go ahead and put some tweaks on this stuff so that way you're like, okay, this is well worth your time and your effort and your energy and your money, right? So today's webinar, we are going to talk about what to expect for 2025's conference. And there's a lot. So we're going to go from everything from what the hell do you wear to how do you network effectively? Which panels do you go to? What social events do you go to? What do you budget for as far as money? What do you, how do you effectively use your time? We're going to go through all of the things in the next hour, just so that way I can help you have an experience that you come away with this, not only with knowledge, but you're coming away with it going, well, damn, everything that she said is right. If you don't get what you want out of this, I will say this just like I do at all of my other conferences. If you don't get something out of it, it's your own damn fault. So, and I don't say that to be a negative Nelly, but you get into it what you put into it. So, or you get out of it what you put into it. And that the whole purpose of you going is to network. This is where you shoot your shot. You want people that you've always wanted to meet and network with. Now's your time. You have the ability of setting up 15-minute meetings with various people that you want to meet. And pretty much anybody and everybody that you can imagine being at this thing is here. You have CMS, you have NAIC, you have heads of carriers here, you have vendors, you have FMOs, you have agents, you have every level of agent that is here. If they work in the sector, they will be somewhere within this conference. It is a lot, and it is going to be on steroids. And I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm just saying that you will be in. If you have ADHD, like most of us do, you are going to be on information overload, and it is going to overwhelm you. So I want you to come in with that thought that this is going to be ooh, look at all the things. I don't know how to get my head around where I need to go, which is why the planning is so important with how you attack this, right? So, first and foremost, you got your hosted ticket, and that is fantastic. So, I'm going to start from you getting your hosted ticket to travel, then we'll go into the actual days of the conference, all of the things as I'm rolling through all of this. Now, with your tickets. If you have people that are going, oh, you know what, I'm still debating, I don't know whether or not I want to come or whatever, the last day, the absolute last day to get these tickets is tomorrow. So if you have somebody that needs a hosted ticket as an agent, which means that it's a free ticket to come, they need to go get that ticket by tomorrow. Has to happen. There is no special favor. If you get in my inbox, like I had last year with people sitting there saying to me, hey, I need you to do me a favor. Can you get a ticket for me? I changed my mind last minute. Can you make this happen? Well, I'm sitting in a bar when that happened, the Sunday before the event happened, and I messaged to go ahead and get the ticket. And I can't, I can't accommodate this. We've already exceeded where we're at. There is no special favors. So if you have them, get them, make it happen. That's the first thing. Now, once you go ahead and you get your ticket, there is a app that you want to download on your phone. And what you are looking for is the Medicarians app. There is a web version and there is a phone version. And I'm going to talk to you about the web version first because that's where we're going to start. And then I'm going to touch on it and then I'm going to flip back to travel stuff and I'll go a little bit more into it. But while I'm doing that, just to give you some time, I want you to download the app and I want you to look at this website that I'm putting in the chat box. Okay. So that is the website that you want to bookmark so that way you have it for when I talk about this stuff later. There are a lot of us that are flying in on Saturday, or you're flying in on Sunday. We get in, my staff, I will be traveling with 4. So it's me, Erin, Lauren, Asia, and then Leslie will be a part of my crew that is coming. We land in on Saturday at, I believe, about 5:30 in the afternoon out of Cleveland. I am not going to be surprised if I have some of you on my same flight, which say hi. But we get in about 5:30 on Saturday. We are staying at the Link, where I know the majority of you are a lot of you are staying. There are multiple hotels by Caesars Forum. And there's a couple of them that are actually hooked. They have walkways to the Forum. Harrods and the Link have walkways. You also have the Cromwell that's near there. You have the Flamingo that's near there. There's tons of different places that you can stay. But you are going to have to walk to the Forum while you're there. And pick your flavor of where you want to stay. You will find, again, there's 4,000 people coming. There isn't a hotel near the venue that doesn't have people associated with Medicarians that will be there. So the first day that we're all getting in is either Saturday or Sunday. Pick your flavor, but you do want to be there before noon on Monday. Noon on Monday, the 31st, is when the conference technically starts. With packing, you are going to need business or business casual attire. You want to show up and show out. This is a business conference, guys. This is not where you're going to show up in your, cha-cha dresses and looking like a hooker or, with really 6-inch high heels. No, you'll be walking barefoot on the floor inside of 2 seconds. If you want to be treated seriously, look like a professional. Look like you are in this business and you want to be taken seriously. I've already been trying on all the dresses and all the things. You will not be able to miss me Monday at all. But you will find me in business, like in dresses. No tassels. Yes, exactly. You want to go ahead and when the expo hall opens up on Tuesday, you have the ability of going and having headshots done. So if you need your headshots done, make sure that you wear business attire for that as well. Expect to walk 3 to 5 miles per day. I'm not kidding you. So wear flats, wear comfortable shoes every day that you're there. It is a lot. Headshots are Tuesday and Wednesday, and there's usually a line that happens, but they will be in the expo hall that you can get your headshots done. Pack accordingly for that. Other things that you want to know with packing is that you are going to have some day things and some night things that are social events that you guys will want to be a part of in addition to. So, and walking back to your hotel usually isn't feasible. So, when you're coming, make sure that if you think there's even the slightest chance that you're going to need to change your shoes, bring shoes in your bag. Um, I would not bring a big briefcase or anything like that, but I definitely would bring a notebook. You will not be able to record any of the sessions. Let me make sure that you heard that. You cannot record any of the sessions that you sit in. They will have a professional media team there. They will be recording them, and they will get them up on the website in the video library after the conference is done, but you yourself cannot record them on your phone. You can take pictures, but that's it. And with all of that, but the majority of the content is not on a PowerPoint. Most of these sessions are not built like that. So you do want to pay attention. Rein your ADHD in and concentrate on what the people on the stage are saying, so that way you have it. Okay. So let's start at the big and other things that you want to know about traveling. TSA, because if you are traveling on TSA pre-check, if you do not have it, I highly recommend that you do it. If you don't have TSA pre-check, you may want to look at the clear so that way you can get in and out of security wherever you can. It is going to be a heavy travel day. If you check your bags at the Vegas airport, the hike between picking up your bags and getting to your Uber or your car service is a little bit much. So with that being said, get a trolley thing or be careful so that you're not, rolling 100 pounds of crap with you. Tone it down. Ladies, you don't need 12 pairs of shoes. I promise you. Pick 3 and that's it. But that's where you want to go ahead and go when you're doing this. Take an Uber, call a Lyft so that way you have it. Connect with other people. You'll be able to see other people. I know that there's multiple chats going on with people that I know I have two large chat groups going already regarding Medicarian stuff. So hook in, find a friend, share an Uber so that way you're good to go when it comes to that. When we get to Sunday, for the most part, y'all are on your own. You can do whatever you want, go sightseeing. If you are a spa girl, go make an appointment at the Bellagio spa. It is amazing. And the Bellagio has their spring, if you're into botanicals and flowers, they have a spring exhibit, which is amazing and it's free. So I would definitely check that out. If you are a buffet person that you're like, I want to do a Vegas buffet, I would go to the Wynn, as far as the buffet goes and look at that. You will want to, wherever possible, go get reservations for dinner that night, wherever, or lunch, so that way you have a table. And you probably want to think about what your meals are outside of the conference, your dinners, and schedule any of those dinners that you're dying to try at any of the restaurants that are in there. I'm not going to lie, Vegas is expensive, guys. It is really expensive. So, set the money aside. It's expensive. It's going to blow you back. Um, and that's where we're at. Guys, stay with me on the days. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to go through all of the conference stuff in a minute, okay? So when we go ahead and on Sunday, if you are a part of the TLC downline or my downline, we are having an event. You should have got an email. The email was sent March 3rd. You need to RSVP to that email and to that event that is from 6 to 8. And no, I'm not giving any more details on this recorded event because they don't need having 1,000 people show up at something that they weren't expecting. But find the email. If you don't have it, email me and I'll get it to you so that way you have it. I do know that I sent it out and I'm going to do a couple of reminders so that way it's there. If you have your upline, if you go with somebody other than TLC or me, reach out to your upline. Almost every major FMO or national FMO that is out there has a booth at this event. Every single one. So, reach out to them and ask, are you going to be there? Who's going to be there? And connect with your upline. That's your time to do that. And see if they're doing any special events that they are. Some do, some don't. Pick your flavor, but at least make it known that you're going. So that's Sunday. I may do something if we end up getting out earlier, after 8 and I'm still wired. I may do a, hey, let's meet up for drinks things around, from 8 to 10, but I haven't figured that out yet. If I do, I will throw it on social media. If you do not follow me on Facebook, please do, because that's where I'm going to post everything. It goes on Facebook and it goes on LinkedIn as to where I'm at, what I'm doing, where you need to be. So friend me, don't follow me. That's a way to do it, or follow me and get in my groups, and then you're good as far as that goes. Monday. So now we're at the start of the conference. Monday is the Agent Symposium day. That is, for lack of a better term, that's my day. So first thing is I have a coffee and connection. So all of you that don't know anybody and are freaked out by that because you don't know, okay, well, how am I going to know who's here and how am I going to, I'm not going to know anybody? Yeah, you are. If you've attended any of my events before, I guarantee you people that you've met along the way through anything affiliated with me, they will be there. Add on top of it, my staff will be in Medicare Answers Now logoed right there. That's my logo. Those will go ahead and my girls will be in that logo on their outfits. And me, again, you won't miss me when I come downstairs. So, do I recommend going to the Sunday night registration? Beth, if I'm going to be there, you need to be there. Yes. So the Coffee and Connections, that is my networking event. You want to be there. We have breakfast, continental breakfast for 200. So that's covered. They will have coffee there. It is in track 1. Coffee and Connections starts at 10 a.m. It is informal. Bring business cards. These, not the digital ones, these. I want you to have these with you. When you pack, you need to bring a stack of these with you. Because the whole nature of this is for you to network with other people. So if you get the, I forgot, I'm going to beat you with wet noodles, because that is a pet peeve of mine. Bring your cards and exchange them at the Coffee and Connections. That's how you meet people. Did I beat the dead horse enough? What are you bringing to Coffee and Connections? As Lizzie said, they're the business version of Pokemon cards. Yes, they are. Business cards and a smile. Correct. So Coffee and Connections starts at 10 o'clock. It is in track 1. which is outside the main room for the symposium. The first session of the symposium is one of the very first ones that I am moderating. It is the one about the 2026 proposed rule. We did increase the seating from last year. Many of you probably saw on social media this particular when we kicked off the session last year, we had so many people in the room, it extended into the hallway and it broke fire code. They actually had to tell people to get out of the hallway because we couldn't pack enough people in the room because it was that good of a session, which is fantastic. It is the Medicare Advisory Group with NABIT. It is Danielle Conkle Roberts. It is me. It is Shaylin Jackson. And this year we have Dwayne McFerrin that will be on that panel. That is the first one that we will be doing. So that first panel starts at 12:05. So if you're planning to meet my coffee and connections, one, that you're missing out, but we won't go there. My feelings will be hurt. Two, the conference actually starts at 12:05. Get your seat, make sure that you do that. I will also tell you registration for the conference is going to be, you can start getting your registration packet and your welcome swag bag of tricks on Sunday. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen so that I can flip into the application so that way you guys can see this. So the first thing that you want to note is on the actual application here, this is the web version. This is the one that I just put in the chat box. So the very first thing that you want to do on the web version is you're going to come into the profile, which is on the top right-hand side of your screen. You're going to put your mouse over it. You're going to click on where it says Edit Profile. And I need you to do this. I need you to put your picture in here and not of you dancing on a bar. Let's get an actual decent headshot on there. And you want to put your name, you want to put a headline, you want to put your company information. What are you interested in learning about while you're here? And you can pick the ones that it is that you want. You want to put who you want to meet. So is your mission to identify a commission system? Is your mission to identify a new upline? Is your mission to meet me? What is your mission and who it is that you want to meet? Put that in there. Put a summary if you want. I have one in there that has my bio in it just so that people know who I am and all of the fun stuff. And then you're going to want to save this. Okay. So once we go ahead and you update it, then I'm going to come out of here and I'm going to go back up to the corner. I'm going to click on where it says Manage Availability. And then you're going to click into that. You can edit these entries wherever you need. No, Allison, you do not need to RSVP for Coffee and Connections. You can just show up. They did change that for this year, and that's fine. So now you want to adjust your availability. So here's the thing that last year I learned. Because last year I didn't realize that I had the availability open, that people could set meetings with me all 3 days. I can't leave the meeting, or I don't leave the Agent Symposium room the entire conference on Monday. I do not take meetings on Monday. I can't, because I want to make sure that I'm present. I want to make sure that I'm listening to the speakers. Some of them, that is the first time that they've ever been in an event that's this big. I want to make sure that everything that happens within the Monday's show goes off well, right? And that you guys have a good experience and all of those things. So I uncheck and I am not available on Monday to take 15-minute meetings to talk to people. However, on Tuesday and Wednesday, I am. So I edit these so that I have those open for me to take meetings. You want to edit this however you see fit as to your availability. Now, I don't want to take these midnight to midnight. That's a little insane, and we all know that I am not a morning person. So my availability should be about 9:30 because I've got hair and makeup and other meetings early in the morning. And then I actually am doing events till about 11 o'clock at night. So I want to set that availability up correctly. And I'm going to hit save those. And then now it's been updated. From here, I'm going to go into the actual conference. So you can see that there are two different sets. You've got my schedule and you have an event schedule. So let's start with the event schedule first. Registration. So I highly recommend for many of you to, if you're not doing anything from 5 to 7, go walk over and go get your swag bag and check in for registration. So when you come in here, you click add to schedule so that then that becomes where you need to go and you can default your entire experience to this outside of the social events that we have. So I'm going to hit add schedule. And then I'm going to start scrolling through these different events. And there's all sorts of different ones that are here, which as you can see, I am doing the welcome from 12 to 12:05 at the symposium. You have all sorts of different content. You can choose whatever set of these modules that you want. You want to learn about Medicare, you want to learn about annuity, you want to learn about under 65, whatever it is, choose the ones that you want and hit add to schedule. So, Jeremy, you're not getting in until 11 on Sunday. So, yes, you can register all day on Monday. And that registration runs from 8 a.m. to 6:30 on Monday. So what you're going to do is be able to do that. Yes, there is a short amount of time to walk between rooms, but it isn't much. If you're looking for a 15-minute break, there isn't. Usually it's about 5 minutes as one comes down and another one comes up. But what you're going to do is go through all of these. If you are going with multiple people, what I highly recommend that you do is divide and conquer. So one of you take a Medicare track, or one or two of you take a Medicare track. Then the rest of you go to the under 65 or whatever other sessions, and then you meet up when you get home. Don't try to do this in the middle of the conference. Meet when you get home with all of your follow-up notes so that way you're good to go. Now, on the regular Medicarians website, I want to show you. You see where it says video library right here in the top corner next to the register button? This is where they will post the videos that happened last year or that are upcoming. So all of the sessions are here. As you can see, this is the one that we did last year. So if I click into this one and I hit the play button, and I'm not gonna do this too much, but you can see this was our panel that let out last year.
Introduce themselves because they are three people that I madly respect.
So that goes ahead and lets you see. And we had a ridiculous room that year. So don't have the FOMO as to what it is that you've got, or if you can't hit everything, you'll be able to watch it on a replay if you need. Most people use Venmo, so I would be okay. I would travel with a little bit of cash with you. I would not bring a ton. Usually you have the ability of using cards wherever possible, so you should be fine. Okay, so flipping back into the app. So you can pick who it is that you want. You can even find the bios as to the people. Guys, the people that are on these stages, how many of you guys use LinkedIn? Anybody? Here's what I recommend you do. You want to go ahead and know about what happens in the industry and what's going on. If I were you, I would find every one of these speakers that is on LinkedIn, that is showing as a bio, and connect to them on LinkedIn. LinkedIn should be used for your professional development and knowing what is happening in the industry. That is what LinkedIn is for. So going in here, and all you're going to do, since I just saw Arthur in here, we're going to go at his. You're going to call up Arthur's stuff and hit connect. And then that way you can follow him. Arthur goes ahead and he's the sponsor. He's the me on the ACA side. So if that's the case, you know he's legit. And you probably want to know what he knows when it comes to the U65 world. So this is what you want to do when you start looking at that. The sessions that are videotaped, some of them can go ahead and be posted immediately, and other ones it can take weeks for them to do. It just varies. They do stagger them, and they do put them on LinkedIn also. And what you want to do is you want to follow Medicarians as the company, because they post a lot of information there as well. So definitely follow them and the hashtag so that you can follow what happens when it comes to this conference. So when you come in here, the next thing that you want to do is go into your schedule, and it will show you the things that, okay, here's what I have in my schedule that I need to make sure that I am there for. So as you can see, I'm leading out on hosting starting the kickoff. Then I've got the first panel that I'm moderating. I'm going to catch the second one. Then we've got the third one I'm moderating, which is we've got an image problem, how agents and distributors can help with and not against regulators. This panel is not to be missed because it's Galen, Calvin, me, and Jessica Brooks Woods on this one. And you have all sorts of other really good content on Monday. Now, on Monday, you have our track, which is the Working Harder, Not Smarter. And then in the ACA side, you have the former Jeffrey Grant used to work for CMS. So he's having a conversation about U65 and CMS in the same room. So yes, it becomes a little difficult to identify where you want to go and how you want to do this, but pick your rooms. This is why you have to come with a plan and figure out where you want to go. Okay. So lots of good things. And then after this panel that ends at you've got some that feed into 5 o'clock. But in addition, you have some happy hours. So the NABIP happy hour, which is now at capacity, starts from 3:30 to 4:30. And then you have the welcome party, which is is from 5 to 7. They usually have, last year I think we had over 1,000 people at this event. It was huge, and it was a good time to be able to say hi, how are you, to people that you haven't met in the industry and all of that. Plan to be at this. There will be continental breakfast. There will be lunch items that are served all of the days of this event. But if you're looking for a sit down, drag out dinner or something that's 3 or 4 courses, not happening. Go plan your own dinners and get those done. But that's how you want to do it. You want to connect with people that you meet that you don't regularly see. So with all due respect, I love my Ohio people. I'm not taking a meeting with Ohio people during this time because I can see you any other time during the year. All of my out-of-staters, I want to meet you. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. And that's because I only get to see you a handful of times throughout the year. My Ohio people, that happens all the time. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do is the next day you have the welcome that starts at 8:30. They do a breakfast, as you can see, from 8 to 9. And then what happens is now we're going to go ahead and start into the big content on Tuesday. The roundtables are not until Tuesday. And that is when they start looking at, and you can pick where you want to go when it comes to the roundtables. When we look at other things, so someone said, how do you set up times with us? So I'm going to show you. You see over here that you have a button that says all attendees. Every single person that is coming to this conference is listed here. So if I want to find, well, Allison, I'll pick on you. I want to find Allison, and I want to be able to spell her name right first. So if I click that, I see here's Allison right here. And I want to click where it says show interest. This allows me to connect with Allison, and then it's going to allow her and I to talk back and forth using the app. That is the only way that you can talk back and forth with somebody using the app. So I'm going to hit show interest, and I can also request a meeting with her. So what I do is I click in here, and then it's going to put invitation stuff. You can pick where you want to go, which usually it's the pregame, and then it's going to pick out spots that or times that she can choose to arrange a time, or I can choose to arrange a time that is good for both her and I to have a conversation. So I'm able to go ahead and pick, let's say 10 a.m., and then I can put a note in here that says, you don't know me, but I want to pick your brain, heads up. And then I'm going to send this. Now, she's going to get it on the other end, and I'm going to show you this in a minute. And then she can choose and say, yeah, I want to meet with you. That's worth my time. Or, no, I would rather not meet with her. Let me go somewhere else. So let's go ahead and you can do that with anyone that is here. So what does this look like? If we click in here, you can see that I now have 19 people that have gone ahead and connected to me that are interested in me. And you can see that some of them, like this dude, he is a lead company that does outbound call leads. You think for a minute I'm interested in that? He's the very person that I fight against, right? So with that, I don't necessarily want to connect with him, and I don't necessarily want to take a meeting. So I can hit the skip button on this particular one. Now I know Adriana on the next one. So I totally want to go ahead and show interest in this so that I have the ability so that her and I can connect when I see her at Medicarians. Her and I have done several Zooms together, so I want to make sure that I connect with her before I leave that conference. I'm going to connect to Becky. I'm going to connect to several of these because many of these names I know. And you can see that as soon as I do it, it's going to open up the chat box. Okay. So let me just go down the line and do this real quick. Okay. And I think I'm almost done. Maybe. The one thing that I don't like is that I get emails saying that I've connected to all of these people, but it's here. I'm going to hit later on that. And then I'm going to come up into my notifications. And when I come into my notifications, there are people that have requested meetings. So I'm going to pick on Megan because she's got one in here. And Megan requested a meeting with me on the second at 3:00. So I'm going to accept this one because why not? I'm going to hit accept. I can chat with her, or I can reschedule, or I can decline it and do something as a follow-up. Now, on some of these, I have gone ahead and I have hit reschedule because I have had other things, or they chose to have the meeting at 7 a.m. and that isn't happening. This allows me the ability to say, okay, I can't do it when you want, but let's go ahead and let's see if this is an option, so that we have that ability to do it. If I need to tag other people in, I can do that as well. So this allows me to be respectful of the time and to have that. So I'm going to hit accept. Now, you do have the ability of killing the emails if you don't want the notifications. You can update your settings so that way you have them. But this is how you set up your meetings. I highly recommend that you set those up now so that way you're good to go. What ends up happening is that can you filter by first or last name? Yep, I can put anything in here. So I can go, so let's say I want to go, here's all the people with a last name White. I can even put, let's say I want to know, I don't know who's coming from NABIP. I can put NABIP in as a keyword, and this is going to let me see all of the people that are coming with NABIP, or how NABIP is mentioned anywhere else with the connections. I'll do another one for you. Let's say I'm looking for, I don't know who's coming with Jack Schroeder and Associates. I can hit that in, and then now I can see who else is coming from JSA. I can type in integrity, and I can see who's coming with integrity. So I know almost all of these people, so that makes sense. It also allows me, and there's even more that are here. If I wanted to go to TLC, if I click into that, this allows you to see who else is coming from TLC or who's associated with TLC. So you can do it with a business, you can do it with a last name, you can do it with all the things so that way you're there. That limited number of connections is so that you can't do 300 all at the same time and have them all pending. Once they accept them, that frees up the slot and you're able to go ahead and connect additional ones. So that's why they do that. Now, the other thing that I want to show you on this is that when you get lost, there is an event map. So you can click on the event map, and this is going to show you all the things. So when you come in to the event space, you have a badge check right here. The all-important fun stuff is you've got, where are the bathrooms? Well, let's go ahead and, finding those. You have this you will be able to find this is in your app, so you can find it. It is, so you can open it up wherever you want. And then these are the track rooms. So this room right here, this is where we are all day on Monday. We are in this space. Track 1 is where the conference, or this is where the coffee and connections is. This is where all of the meetings are going to start. This is your expo hall. As you can see, it is ginormous. The entrance that is right here next to all of the tracks, our booth is right here. So you walk into this entrance, look to your left, and I'm right there. This one is mine. NABIP is over here. You have a puppy park here. You've got alcohol, you've got golf stuff, you've got headshots, you have all the things. But you want to go up and down all of these aisles and check all of this stuff out. Some of these rooms have private rooms for meeting space. So if they do, you want to go ahead and know, and they're doing events here. But this is where you've got to go ahead and check out all of the different things. Now, flipping back into the information, and you can zoom this in, zoom it out, all of the fun stuff. That's how this goes. If we go into other things that you need to be aware of with the event space, or things that you need to be aware of when it comes to the conference, I have a happy hour on Tuesday. Tuesday at 4:30 is the Medicare Margaritas happy hour. So that is Tuesday from 4:30 to 5:30. On Tuesday is the Medicare Margaritas happy hour. You do not have to RSVP to it. You just have to show up, which let me flip into. And I will continue to post on this stuff just so that way you have it as to where things are and what's going on. Let me pull this one post real quick. This is the one that you want to use. So the happy hour will be in 105 to 106. So here is the info on my happy hour. And here is the info on Coffee and Connections. You need to look on my personal Facebook, always on my personal Facebook. So, and if you don't have that, let me come back up. Easiest way for me to share this is this link. Okay. The Medicare Margaritas is in the chat. I just posted it. It is going to be 4:30 to 5:30 in rooms 105 and 106. Other things that you need to be aware of. Where are the individual meetings that I set? So there are two main meeting places to do 101s. My personal ones. I am going to send a chat to everybody that I've agreed to take meetings with, and I'm going to take them sitting actually at the our expo booth, our expo space, because it's usually really hard for me to get away, and it just makes more sense for us to talk there than do it somewhere else. Or you will find me at the space at the NABIT booth. If you are looking or interested in getting involved with the NABIT Medicare Advisory Group, there are a handful of slots that will open up in April. May is when the applications and then become open. If you are interested in that, Danielle, Shaylin, and I will be sitting at the NABIP booth on Tuesday only. Tuesday, starting at 2 o'clock from 2 to 4, we will be there talking to people that are interested in the Medicare Advisory Group. So if you are interested in anything NABIP, pop over there. They've got some cool gifts for you guys again, similar to what we did at CapCon. So check it out and stop and say hi. But you will see me, and I will be bouncing between the Medicare Answers Now booth as well as the NABIT booth. And then I'm trying to at least walk the whole expo a couple of different times a day so that way I'm out. Monday, I will be in the main room of the conference wherever possible. And I have to say something stupid, guys, and just bear with me. Um, I want to meet all of you. And I am blessed that all of you want to come up and say hi and thank you. And I want to meet you. Don't be mad if I say to you, if I'm running to a restroom and I cut it short because I'm running to a restroom. As dumb as this is, I had people that were big mad that I cut them off and I'm like, I gotta pee. I gotta go. And I ran to the restroom, literally ran to the restroom, and they were mad. So I am telling you, I am begging you that if you see a speaker and they are running to a restroom, please give them the grace to go. Um, I hate being rude to anybody, and I want to meet you all. I want to say hello. I want to be able to do all the things, take the pictures, shake your hand, give you a hug, and do all of that. But if I gotta pee, please let me go. And some of you are laughing, but really? Um, so the tchotchkes, your expo hall, you have 200 different vendors that are being there. I can tell you for a fact, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I have a glitter water mug that 500 of you are going to get. I have karaoke machines that 500 of you are getting. You get one or you get the other. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Insurance Unfiltered, and you show us that you've done that. If you go ahead and you are visiting all of the other vendors, they aren't bringing dumb stuff. They're not going to give you stupid pens. They are giving you good giveaways, guys. So, yes, I would plan on you having room in a suitcase. Because there's some cool things last year, you had it where we had chocolate covered espresso beans that everybody ate. You had another vendor, um, Physicians Mutual last year did a champagne bar. You had Aflac that gave out baby stuffed ducks that had Aflac on them. You had all sorts of different really cool tchotchke things that were given away. And candidly, I use a lot of them to this day. They're either in my travel bags or, because God knows I travel everywhere. But you had all of those things. So come prepared, leave room in your bag. You will need them, the room to be able to take all of that stuff home. I will tell you for NABIP is going to have 1,000 big beach bags that have the Brokers Making a Difference logo on them. They will have Brokers Making a Difference and NABIP merchandise available for you to buy there. They will also have the signage for the store that you can buy stuff online there. There is all sorts of stuff that you have the ability of interacting and getting when you are there. This is where you guys have the ability of really, it's going to blow your mind. You're looking for a vendor to help you with, you're looking for a new CRM, you'll find it there. You're looking for new ways to find leads, you'll find it there. You want to go ahead and you're pissed off at your FMO and you want to find a new one, you'll find it there. You want to talk to an actual carrier and give them a piece of your mind, you will find it there. AARP will be there, HAFA will be there, NABIP will be there, CMS will be there. This is where you need to be, and you want to plan for next year. Next year's event will be at the end of April, and it will change venues again. So heads up on that. I am super, super excited to see all of you. This is a lot. It's a lot of overload. Drink your water, eat your Wheaties, take your airborne, and if you're sick, please stay away from me. Um, and everybody else, if you have cooties, lock yourself into a room because nobody wants to get sick. And that's just not cool. But have fun. Please say hello. Make sure that you go ahead and you network. This is where you find your friends. This is where you connect with them. Have they made the announcement of the 2026 yet? No. Will they? It will be coming soon. And we'll see you. As for finding me on Monday, last year I posted what I was wearing so that you can find me. I will do that each day of the conference again this year because it went over so well. You will not be able to miss me for a couple of reasons. But yes, that's that. For Wednesday, same drill. You have a lot of content on Wednesday. You've got the expo hall on Wednesday. You've got meetings that you can take with people on Wednesday. You also have it where there is a closing concert that you must have your ID badge for. Your ID badge gets you into the concert. Guess how I found out last year? Because I don't normally wear those name badges. I didn't wear mine. And the bouncers turned around and said, "You can't come in." And I looked at him like, "You've got to be kidding me." And he went, "Nope, no one gets in without your ID badge." So your ID badge to the conference is your ID badge into the concert, and the concert is Flo Rida. It's a good time. So have a lot of fun with it. Enjoy it. See what else. Anybody that's nervous, don't be nervous. You got friends. If you are nervous and you're freaked out, come find me and my staff. We will hook you in. All of you know I do a safe space, so there is no judgment, and I know a lot of you this is new. So come find me. Erin says come find her. You cannot miss us. I'm going to post pictures of my squad that's coming so that way you know who to look for, and then you're good to go when it comes to that. The hosted ticket gets you everywhere. So that hosted ticket and that registration pass that you have access to all things Medicarians. Um, do you have the themes that there are? Do you need anything? No, it's just my part of my branding to hook it in. So we'll have some music on the Medicare Margaritas Day. We'll have themed out drinks like we had last year. We'll have some fun things with it. But no, you don't have to dress on any of it. Um, that's pretty much it. I hope that this helped. I hope that it alleviates some anxiety. Ricky, looking forward to seeing you and the rest of the Cali crew. I think that it's going to be great. The special events for can you purchase tickets? You would have to reach out directly to the Connective staff. So go to Medicarians.com and ask those questions. But outside of that, I'm going to repost this, or I'll post this up on social media and into my YouTube in a second. I look forward to seeing you guys. Please don't hesitate to say hello. Stop at the booth, say hi. See me Monday. Take your pictures. And don't forget your business cards. I will be asking for them because I collect them. Do you need to meet with a certain number of people? Visit the expo hall. Bring that's wherever possible. Bring your expo, your badge to the expo hall so that people can scan it and you're good to go. But I will see you guys in 10 days. So have a great one. Safe travels to everybody. And I will see you on the 31st. Have a good one, guys. Thank you.